Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Thank you for tuning in to another video. In today's video, I want to cover Pyke and how he has changed in this patch because they've tuned some of the relics that he uses as well as some of his star powers. So first, let's talk about the relic, Stalkers Blade. They said they nerfed it, so now it says when summoned I strike the weakest enemy instead of the strongest. This is actually, in my opinion, a buff. With Pyke, when you play him, you want him to kill a unit because if he's leveled up, when I kill an enemy, I strike the weakest enemy, and this is able to chain off of itself. So you want Pyke, when you play him, to just clear the enemy board or clear as many units as he could. Sometimes what would happen before, you play Pyke, he strikes the strongest enemy, doesn't kill them, and then he doesn't chain kills to everyone else. So this is going to give you the highest opportunity of when you play Pyke for him to clear as much of the board as possible. So in general, this is going to be a buff for Pyke in most situations. Now the one change that I think is, in most people's opinion, a nerf, some people will prefer this, so they changed Ghost Water Dive. Game start, grant Mariner's Ruse to 4 random allies. When you get the attack token, grant it to 2 more. Mariner's Ruse is a item that gets put on your card, gives it 1/1 and lurk. Previously, it could stack up this item multiple times on the same card. So every time it's buffing allies, it might be putting all those buffs on a single card, making that card very strong, but then your other cards aren't potentially getting this token. The way it works now is every ally, it's going to be a different unit, and it's only going to put Mariner's Ruse once per card. So this is good in the one side that it's going to be spreading out over all your units, going to be much more consistent, and it's going to make you much more consistent in getting your lurk off since more of your cards are going to be lurkers. The issue here though is it kind of ruins one of the most fun play styles of Pyke. Every round felt different because you didn't know what card was going to get all the stacking of Mariner's Ruse or if it was going to get spread out over your cards more. It gave you a really fun, unique aspect where every game felt unique. Often there's a problem in Path of Champions where when you get higher up, all the games feel the exact same, you're always winning in the exact same way, and it doesn't really matter what the enemy does, you always know you're going to win, and you're going to win in one specific strategy. That happens for a lot of champions. Pyke was one of the ones where every game felt different as your priority was different. You would choose what card you wanted to play based on what card got these massive buffs from the Mariner's Ruse. So the fact that that's not going to happen anymore, in my opinion, is a nerf to his overall playstyle, but also just a nerf to how fun he is as a champion. So this wasn't released as a nerf. They released this in the section for bug fixes. So apparently this was bugged before, which I don't 100% believe. I think that's very likely, but I think there's a chance they just decided to change it. But if this was bugged, that means that a minimum of the 2 of the 6 champions they released last expansion were bugged. If they think Pyke was bugged, then they released 1 champion in a broken state, great. And then we all know Nasus was bugged, and so there's another champion that they released in a broken state. It just shows how terrible last expansion was when 2 of the 6 champions, they say, not we say, but Riot themselves say that they were bugged and not working correctly. Clearly, they're not having enough playtesting, and that's pretty sad, but I'm gonna not get into another rant. This is just how Pyke has changed. Let me know in the comments if you prefer this change, the consistency you're gonna get with having lurk trigger more often and having the buffs actually spread out all your cards, or if you miss the old Pyke, just let me know down below. Love to get your guys' opinion on it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. I hope you all have a great day.